matter where I played. Some places, depending on the zoning, they needed the establishment needed a cabaret license. They said.
Yeah, that's the old government sticking their fucking greedy little hands in it. We are not going to do anything, but if you want to actually produce something, you're going to have to pay us so we can sit on our fat ass
And all the other bars that I
fucking
played
on.
at,
Ugh,
they never had any licenses. But what they did, clearly, they were paying off the police
yeah, yeah.
because it was like either you pay them or the cops come
You
and
pay somebody.
shut you down.
You're
It
paying
was
somebody.
yeah.
All
Because
right,
why?
guys.
Well,
Okay.
let me ask you one final question before you leave. You
Okay.
said you're going to have a show later. Was it
Yeah.
going to be about, and when can people catch it?
It's going to be on in about a half hour to an hour. It's Detroit Rock City with Michigan music, past, present, and future. It's just good old fashioned, mostly rock and roll. I play some rap, some country, some jazz occasionally. It just depends on what my mood is, but mostly it's rock and roll.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure to have you on,
This is
and an
breaking up
honor.
on my end here.
Is
I'm going to
it?
say goodbye to you people, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
take it easy, Mr. White. Take it easy.
Thank you for coming on, Mr. White.
And
Okay, I can't hear you, so I'll just let you go.
Okay.
Y'all have a good day.
all
You
right.
as well, even if you can't hear me. Well, thanks for coming on once again. So that was Uncle Ghoulie and Mr. White. I'm going to have to end this because I had to help my friend move her law office. So she's like I'm part of a group. I don't know if you know this. It's called We the People, Oklahoma, and she's kind of like our secret weapon. So, and she hasn't charged us for anything but just the filings. She's an amazing person. So we're going to help her move her law office today. She has slave labor today, and that's us. We're going to go on and do a phone bank for Bernie Sanders. Tonight is the debate, the Democratic debate. I think it's starting 7 Central Standard Time. I'm going to a watch party. If they have free Wi-Fi at that place, I will be doing a podcast from there. If you want to join in on the discussion, I may have some of the supporters answering questions in the chat room. If you have questions on what Bernie stands for, you can always go to berniesanders.org. I think it's .org because it's for an organization. I don't think it's really a business. It was good to see you, Bjorn. That was really nice. And I think Rick, of all people on Spreaker, I think he could go a lot further, especially further than that Sunny guy. I don't get that Sunny guy. He just sounds like a mean person. Some of the things that he was discussing when he was on a show with DJ Bad Guy turned my stomach. And it takes a lot to turn my stomach, truthfully. But I think, Rick, not just because you're in the chat room, I think that you have what it takes to go a lot further and to get syndicated. Because, I mean, he's kind of like crack, kind of the cheap, well, sorry, I don't mean to call you cheap, but a form of entertainment you just can't help but listen a little bit. Well, I'll listen a little longer. Like, damn, it's 2 hours later. What the hell? So, I don't know. And I'm a Democrat, so really my only two choices are Hillary or Bernie. And I'm certainly not going to vote for her. No. Oh, hell no. And it's tearing our party apart. I mean, even locally. I'm not supposed to talk about this. I know we're not supposed to be talking about Alan Rickman. But all the officers in Oklahoma City County for the Democratic Party have resigned and charges are pending. I don't know what kind of charges, but I just heard charges are pending. So things are going to be different for the Democratic Party in Oklahoma. But let's go ahead and talk about Alan Rickman and the people that passed by. I will do a show on David Bowie. I really want to play Black Star because there's something different about that. And I've never known an artist to incorporate his death in his art. I mean, that is freaking amazing. Just amazing. And for the question in the chat room, Apocalypse, the robot, the transhuman robot, says this. So it's the younger voters mostly voting for Bernie. No, a lot of union people are voting for Bernie. A lot of seniors are voting for Bernie. Because honestly, not a lot of people trust Clinton. They just don't. That trust factor that you have to have as president is not there. And we all know that the feds are coming for her. As far as the young people, yes, a great portion of them are. And a lot of independents are interested in Bernie. In a state like mine in Oklahoma, I, as a delegate for the Oklahoma Democratic Convention, voted in that independents could have a voice in who was running for president on the Democratic ticket in Oklahoma. So if you're an independent and you're registered as an independent, you may vote in our Democratic primaries. But let's get back to Alan. Oh, come on, Rick. That's kind of harsh. Got the preacher. Let me pull this up. I'm not going to do Closet Land because that's like an hour and a half, but I might do that if I find out I don't have to be at that law office till later. Might do that a little bit later. And I'm going to play the death scene of Snape. No, that's going to be too boring. I mean, I like watching Harry Potter with my kids, but I guess we could talk about his thoughts on the character known as Snape. Because I have this interview that I stole, that I borrowed. Here it is.
Snape. Snape. Snape.
Okay, for some weird reason, it only says Snape and then it ends. Let me try it again. Snape.
Snape.
Oh, man. I think someone's conspiring against me. Now, there was a show called Blank on Blank. It was a PBS thing. And there's quite a few, like Grace Kelly. I have a lot of those clips. And Janis Joplin. And I forget this one guy. Well, anyway. Oh, here's that Shelley thing that Alan Rickman did. This was a BBC type of sitcom. And this is the late 70s, early 80s. And he was playing an actor. Or a artist, rather. It did the same thing. Why is it doing that? Well, hell. I guess I'll just delete that one. I wonder why it does that. Well, here is Sheriff Nottingham in Robin Hood. Alan Rickman, this is one of my favorite roles that he did. Because he was so snarky and dark and sexy. Let's see if it works. Are you hearing anything? I'm not. Let's see here. Well, it's not working either. I wonder what I did wrong on that one. Let me get rid of it too. I don't know what this one is, but let's try it. Come on. It's not playing either. That's a good point, Apocalypse. Okay, this is a funny scene that he did. It didn't work either. What the hell? Okay. Well, I'm getting kind of limited on what I can play here. Well, I guess I'll end with one of his most memorable scenes where he says, after all this time, always. This is a scene from a Harry Potter movie where Dumbledore, the head of the Hogwarts, the school, is talking to him about Harry Potter, and they discuss his mother named Lily. And by the way, that transgender movie, it's called The Danish Girl. Highly recommend it. I'm probably going to do a podcast and have some people join in on that. about what it meant to be transgender then versus now. I did it again. I don't know. I don't understand why it's doing all that. But well, I think I could just re-add it. Let me do it that way. That was kind of crazy, you know. And Alan Rickman. Let's do this one. Just re-add it and see if that's the problem. I really did like the preacher one. I'm about ready to play it again. I don't see it. Okay, here, let's try this again. This is Shelley, the BBC sitcom that he was in as an artist. So far it's on. It's just a 4-minute clip.
Hello, Shelley.
Hello.
Hello, Miriam, Clive. Park the carpet all right?
Oh, we didn't drive.
We jogged.
Park the what?
Shelley's in one of his facetious moods.
I never knew him when he wasn't.
Well, we all have to hide behind something. That beard's coming on very nicely, Clive.
Oh, thanks. Ray.
Shelley, stop it.
So why are you here early, eh? Thought you were going to posture therapy.
The lecturer's off sick.
What with, a bad back?
Sherry, Miriam? Well,
Oh, do try it, Miriam. Wind scale, 77 unprocessed. A meth drinker gave it to us. They didn't agree with him. Listen, go straight into the wine. The Tesco claret has an ebullience that's almost impudent. There you go.
thanks.
Sorry about the mess.
Oh,
No.
Actually, it is pretty bad, isn't it?
It's incredible.
He's painting
I
a
don't think I've
nude.
ever seen anywhere
She's
quite
on the
as bad
couch
as this.
naked.
No, don't beat about the bush. What do you think of it?
Would you like us to help clear it up? Oh, no.
Don't beat about the
Good idea.
bush.
I'll go and
They
borrow the
put fruit
carpet,
right
please.
there.
Oh, we don't mind, Fran.
I'll get it. Oh, God, this is dreadful.
Oh, we normally dump the furniture on the bed, Clive, when we sweep the carpet.
Really?
Yeah, that's the way we do it, once a year without fail.
Well, shouldn't we make the bed first?
Good thinking.
Don't you find this a bit uncomfortable?
Don't be silly, Clive. We take it out at night.
Is this a record or a sanding disc?
The sleeves are under the armchair.
Here we are. I brought some polish. I knew you needed help, but oh no, you knew best.
We should have people to dinner more often. The place would be like Buckingham Palace.
Hello, Jeff. Hi, Trish. Hi.
Got a plant sitter all right, then?
Don't start, Shelley.
How are you? All right.
Great.
Hello, Trish. You two know Clive and Miriam?
Yes, of course.
And Mrs. Hawkins, Jeff and Trish. That one's Jeff.
Pleased to meet you. How did you get in?
Well, a lady downstairs let us in.
Wine or a glass of full cream battery acid?
Wine, please.
I thought of you the other day. I was reading this article about houseplants, how they grow better if you talk to them.
Jeff's, it'd be like dressing a mass rally.
I've got a good mind not to give you this.
What? You're going to find homes for them now, then, are you? You should get them neutered. Thanks, it's smashing. Look, Fran.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
So how are you feeling? Fine.
It's 3 months now, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Blimey. Can you imagine these two as parents?
I'd rather not.
You're going to have just the one, do you think? God, I don't know.
You should have more, you know.
Why?
Only children grow up right sullen articles.
I'm an only child.
See what I mean?
So am I.
Well, the exception proves the rule.
Gallantry already from my friend who comes from a very large family.
Average family. My father was a parlour Catholic.
Didn't know you knew who he was, Jim.
Shelley.
That'll be Ned, excuse me. Ned will be very late.
Why's that?
He's got a prior engagement.
What?
He's been arrested
Drunk and disorderly.
and assaulting a policeman.
Oh, no.
Well, what happened exactly?
His battery went flat.
What?
In his watch. He's got the alarm permanently set to coincide with licensing hours. It was 3:30 and he was insisting it was 2:45. He was handing out a lecture on the accuracy of quartz crystals and insisting on